Hello guys, welcome to Prairie Gaming HD. It's a new gaming channel. It's mostly going to be NHL 20 content, maybe a bit of Wreckfest, a few other things, some newer games getting into. Play on PS4. It's my first video, I've never recorded before, so it's going to be shaky. If you got any tips, leave them down below in the comments. What this series is going to be, it's going to be all or nothing. So we're going to be doing GM mode, we're going to go through all the teams in the NHL, probably do an expansion team in there as well, where we will try to win the cup. We're going to go, say, in 3 years. If it's not done in 3 years, then we'll just end the series. It's similar to Tactics HD, where he does his cup or bust, except we're not going to have any rules in place, no limits on free agent signings, and there's going to be no consequences at the end in HUT or anything like that. So we will get going here with the first team, which is going to be the Anaheim Ducks. First off, we'll just see what we've got for a team. I haven't looked at them yet in NHL 20, so we'll see what we've got for forwards, defense, goaltending. We should be good. Sort by overall here. So it's 12. Our top 12 should do pretty good. Got a few young guys. No terrible contracts. Silverberg, Henrique, those are the worst. Getzlaf, arguable, but we'll see what happens with him. He is getting up there in age. Usually what I like to do in GM modes is look through the bad contracts first, try to get rid of them if we can. Then we'll go into free agents, see what's available in free agency. Usually some lower level prospects might turn out, might not. And if we need any fillers, if we need a 6th defenseman or something like that, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doesn't look like we do. I'm comfortable with rolling with Larson and Maher as our bottom 2. Delzato, maybe. We'll see what's out there in free agency. So, like I said, first time guys, there's obviously going to be some issues, and I forgot to have the mic turned on for the past couple minutes of recording. Basically what was missed, signed some free agents, only one that'll crack our NHL, or sorry, 2 that'll crack the NHL team, Williams and Enstrom. Everybody else just minor additions. Got rid of a few more contracts, got rid of Eves, retained his contract, half of his contract, sorry, he's only 1 year. Nobody would take Kessler, even with 50% retained, so he's actually going to be our 4th line center for this year, and then we'll see what happens next year. Might buy him out, see if somebody will trade for him then, possibly at the deadline this year. See what happens. Looked at some coaches. Our coaches were good. Scouts, got rid of NHL and AHL scouts because we have Fog of War turned off. The AHL and NHL scouts don't matter. Okay, so we're back. Done the trade block. Trade block, I put Williams, Getzlaf, Kessler. Kessler, we really want to get rid of that contract. Getzlaf and Williams are just kind of there just in case we're not making the playoffs. We'll see what's going on midway through the season. Surplus, I just do 1 with forward, 1 defense, 1 goalie, any age, any potential. Wants, I usually put 17 to 28 for each. And then for forward, top 6 to elite, or sorry, to franchise. Defense is usually top 4 to franchise. Goalie a starter to franchise. And then the picks, I just put all of them on there. So we'll see what happens with that. I find that's what gets me the best trade offers. We'll see what happens there, though. We'll slow sim a couple games here. See what the team's looking like. Maybe slow sim against some rivals. First period, and we're getting destroyed. 4-0. We score 3. Henrique Shore. I don't know if it's Case or Cash. I'm not really sure. And Raquel, so we lose 7-4. Phil the Thrill with 2 and an assist in his first game as a Coyote. See how that trade pans out for them this year in real life. Might be good, might be bad. So like I said, we'll slow sim a few games. We will sim the whole month of October. And okay, so as you can see, we're all through the month of October. 2 games into the month of November. We have a record of 11-4-1. Few shutouts there. Mostly close games, no blowouts. That 6-3 over Chicago is the highest scoring from what I can see. aside from our first loss of the season there to Arizona. Okay, so I looked at our goal scoring. We're actually not bad. We're only like 5th or 6th in the league. It's 192, I think. Defensively, we're the same thing. I think we're top 10. It's just, I don't know, we're just in mediocrity here. Taylor Hall's on the block. Might as well go for him. I did the trade finder. It was actually Henrique and a first, just for Hall. I actually like how Henrique's been performing here, and without him, we don't really have a good enough second line center. Shore's our third line center. We can switch Steele over into the center position. He's got 77 faceoffs and he's playing on the wing for us right now. So we'll see how this works out. 2020 first and a 2021 first. I think we still should be competitive. So give this a shot, see what happens. And trade rejected. Actually didn't even look to see what it said there. How much we needed to add. Let's see what kind of pieces we have. Can they take a roster player? No, they can't. So it's gonna have to be an unsigned or a draft pick. I'll try this here's third as well. And trade accepted. So we'll edit up our lines here. And once I get those edited, I'll show them to you. Okay guys, so I got the lines all edited up here. I've got Hall on the first. He's on the first line, first power play line. Our third line's now Richie, Steele, Williams. Second line is Case, Henrique, Silverberg. I did look to see what he wants for a contract. We can get him for 6 years, I think like 8.9. We've only got 2 mil cap space right now though, so that's basically all of Kessler's contract that we'd have to get rid of. Which we can't right now. If we don't get the cup this year, I guess we'll see what happens. And see what we can do with Kessler's contract, maybe a buyout if we can't get anybody to trade him. Toronto beefing up their team with Broussard and Kuhnhackl for second, third, and Zirkles. Like trading with the Islanders. We got a couple more trades here. And we'll slow sim Hall's first game, who happens to be against his first team. First period, Edmonton 1-0 Russell, 2-0 Puljujarvi, and we lose 4-1. Henrique scoring our only goal. So we kind of put all our eggs in the Hall basket. We'll see what happens. Do we play Yeah, we actually play New Jersey. Actually just slim to the sim. That New Jersey game. Hall and let him play against his former team. We're only 3 games above 500 right now. Subban, Mueller, and Case and Steele. So we lose again. Not sure what's happening here. Like I said, our goals for and our goals against are actually really good so far this year. So let's sim this last month of the year and see what happens. Okay guys, so we actually went on a bit of a winning, not necessarily a streak, but we won quite a few games our final month here. So we're 41, 34, and 6. I'm actually not even sure if that puts us in a playoff spot. We'll still sim this final game of the year and then see what happens. So we got first period against San Jose, 0-0, 6-8 shots. 2-1, Sprong and Hall scoring 1. And Hall. So Hall with a hat trick. Gets off 3 assists. I think he was 30 goals, 31 assists before we got him. Actually, the stats now show what he was, so 90 points. Looks like we just snuck into that playoff spot if everybody else has done all their games. Western Conference. I guess we're 3 up. We didn't, yeah, everybody's done, so we're in the playoffs. Check out our final season stats here. So I think Hall had, what, 15 points? Yeah, 14 and 19. That's not bad. He was a -3. Power play though. Wow, more than half his. So if we could add him on the power play for the whole year, that might have improved our numbers a bit. So he's at 75 for the year. Getzlav 68, Raquel 67. We'll see if that's a career high or not. No, he's 2 off that. Williams 58, he really slowed down. Silverberg, same thing. He was at, I think, 48 with like 60 games played. So it looks like our secondaries, our scoring really slowed down this last month or two. Gibson still with actually a losing record, but decent stats. Miller, really good year. And we'll go up here, check out the whole league. Goaltending, Murray led the way with wins. Save percentages up there too. I don't know what they put more weight on, what the game puts more weight on for the Vezina, if it's wins, save percentage, goals against, or if it's actually a combination of all three. Goals against average, Murray had the best goals against. He had one of the top saves, most wins. Not the most shutouts though. So we'll see how that works. Rookie skaters, let's see. Hughes beat out Kako, 61. White had 45. Steele's actually 4th with 34. Not bad. Again, he's another one that slowed down with that second half though. His power play minutes increased and he actually didn't do so hot. Makar, 27, sled for rookie D-man. It's a good defenseman around the league. Carlson was 76. See if there's any 20 goal scorers. No, so 3 at 18 and that's it. Check out the rest of the league. Malkin led the way with 103 points. Actually the only one to crack 100 points this year. Usually the sim this year is actually kind of better for scoring. So usually there's quite a few guys that crack 100, not this time. Malkin's the only one. McDavid close behind. Aho with 90. Nobody that you... Huberto, quite a few, but nobody that you don't really expect to be up here. Goals, see who led the way. Ovi, the only one top 50, had 52. So he's keeping up his at least 50 goal a year pace there. And we are playing Chicago. So we'll actually slow us in these playoff games. See what happens. That way, if we need to make some changes, we can. First period, 3-1 Williams, Hall. Second period, Steele, Lindholm, and Henrique. So Hall with 2 goals, and Williams. So our off-season addition in Williams and our trade deadline addition in Hall, proving their weight. Henrique had 3 points. It's kind of a glad thing we didn't trade him for Hall. Raquel, Getzlav, Kane Murphy, down 4-3. Henrique's another one. And Kane, is that his third or second? It's his second. Series all tied up at 1. Hall, though, 4 points, 2 games. Take a look at our lines here after this third game, depending on if it's a win or loss. If it's a win, we won't. Mahura, Sean Smith, so some grinders getting some goals for Chicago. Raquel, Enstrom ties it up, 4:22 to go. And Chicago takes that lead. I guess we'll give it to the next game before we check our lines, because they are kind of close games. It's not like we're getting blown out of the water or anything. I mean, 6-4, 6 is a lot of goals, but we did score 4 of our own. So, first period, 3-2, Williams, Hall, Ritchie. No goals, no goals again. So we win 3-2. Again, like I just said, these games are actually seemingly pretty close. Game 5 here. No goals in the first. we get 2. Raquel Silverberg, Keith for them, and they score 3. Kane, DeBrincat with 2. So actually losing 3-2 here. Actually go take a look at our lines, see if anybody's underperforming like crazy. So first line's not bad. They're all more than a point a game. Second, see if these 5 are power play. Yeah. So sorry. That was a regular season. Playoffs. 2 are power play. Might actually change Williams for Silverberg. Fourth line with nothing aside from Kessler with an assist. So just make that one minor change. Williams has been playing a bit better than Silverberg's in these playoffs, so season they were about the same, but first period and 3-0. So looks like our playoff 5-2. Playoff hopes might be done here. We'll send this final period and 6-3. So we are out. We'll sim to the draft and we'll find out who wins the Stanley Cup. Take a look at the trophies here. Like I said, the Winnipeg Jets are your Stanley Cup champions for this year. Malcolm with the Art Ross and the Hearts. Letang with the Norris. Aho with the Lady Bing. Calder, Hughes, Smythe, Shifley, Vezina, Murray. William M. Jennings went to Jones. Ian Cole with Bill Masterton. Dubois with the Jack Adams. Ryan O'Reilly with the Selke. Ted Lindsay went to Malkin. And Maurice Richard went to Ovi. So Pittsburgh cleaned up in the individual trophies. See if we got any. We did. Lundestrom, most outstanding rookie. See if we got a team award. And we did not. Let's go into the draft here. Simdar pick. 19th overall in the second round. This guy's listed as a gem, low elite. See if there's any franchise guys. It's not. See what else is listed for a gem. Just him. Yeah, he's projected to go. We'll take him. Probably gonna be a low elite. Low top 6. Not sure that's really a gem in the second round, but fourth round. If they have a picture, usually they're not elite. I'll go for this guy. Medium top 6. I think I remember that from a previous franchise mode. Let's actually see here. Actually, sorry, trade finder. Not proposed. Let's see, Williams. We won't have the money for him. Just see what we can get here. 2/7, sure. It's like nice addition to this year's game. The guys that are unsigned that you're not going to re-sign, you can actually find a trade for them. Trade values obviously goes down, but you can actually get a decent value for them if you know. And I don't know, I see if I can do it now. I've tried to combine guys to see if you can find a trade and it never seems to work, but it is now. Sure, just try to get rid of these guys. No, we're not going to re-sign them. We don't have control over them. They're not RFAs. Most of these other guys look like they are, so. See what else is out there for a good draft pick. Yeah, he's not going to be medium elite. This guy's not going to be elite either. See if there's any confirmed top 6s. This guy's close. Nothing confirmed. I'm just going to let the computer take care of the draft. Okay, so I've made offers on the coaches. Nothing, none of our NHL staff, just the AHL guys. And let's see what we've got here for expiring contracts. Just say cap space 7.9. What's it? Go to centers. Kessler. See what it's going to cost us to buy him out. It's 2.292. So, and he's at 6.8. He's only got 2 years left, 4 years. Yeah, there's no way we're going to be able to find a trade partner for him. And we only have 2 years left in the sim. So we might as well have the have it cost us 2.3 as opposed to almost 7. So we'll buy him out. And I've never seen that before. As the owner, I feel that you've already spent too much money paying players to not play for the team. If you want to get rid of this player, you must find another way. I don't know if there's an NHL rule on how much buyout money you can have, and that's kind of the game's way of saying it. But that kind of puts a hamper into that. Yeah, because we're at 6.6 buyout penalty. I think that's all Corey Perry. So let's look, I guess we'll start goalies. Miller, he played actually very well. See if we can get him for 1.5. Kali, 2-way deal. Defenseman. I've noticed this year that if the RFAs, they're more so saying they don't want the extensions. Just qualify them, we'll let them sit for most of the summer, and then they'll end up signing. Nelson wants a 2-way. Should probably say no, but we'll offer to him anyways. Baptiste, 1-way. Qualify him. Sherwood. Basically, we'll sign these guys if they want 2-ways. If they want 1-ways, not going to. Kind of sucks here because we're hooped. We're not going to have the money for all. We'll take a look and see what he wants, I guess. I never look too. Hopefully they have the contract spots for these guys. Qualify him. Qualify him. Saying no, so we'll qualify them. Kurt Isles. Qualify him. So let's see. Yeah, he does not. Yeah, it sucks. We might have just gave up 2 picks and a player. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but might have gave up a lot for Hall to get bounced in the first round. Let's see what he says. Just these coaches. Again, they don't want it. Doesn't really matter. It's an AHL coach. We were 3 for 4. Scouts, we had 2. Miller said no. Yeah. So basically, we're gonna have to let Hall walk. See what he wants in free agency. Maybe try to re-sign him again. Okay, so let's look at our contract spots here. It's 6.2 available. Let's try and get rid of Kessler again. With the lowest value here. Okay, it actually worked. I wasn't sure if it would. Sometimes it still won't. I guess we should have done that at the draft so we would still maintain control over Hall, but backs from available too. Rantanen. Okay, so first thing is Hall. That's 7 years. the cheapest. Yeah, 7 years is the cheapest. That's what he wants. We'll offer him 7, 9.5. Other teams interested in New Jersey, so that'd be kind of interesting if they got him, because then they got 2 firsts and a player from us. You know what? I'll actually go 7 by 10. We've got 12 mil in space. I'll actually look through these players, see if there's anybody worth signing, and then I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so I had a look at the free agency, who's available for defense, try to figure out our cap situation. I guess I kind of screwed myself when I signed Larson and I think Terry, when I locked them in on those long-term deals in case they get good. Fowler's terrible contract, 6.5. He was a minus this year for us, only 20-some points. And he's an 83 overall. We can get Gustafson, who's an 84, arguably hopefully perform better. We can get him for hopefully 5 in free agency. Best trade for Fowler is straight up for a first from Montreal. There's no good player options available in the trade. It's basically just all picks and low-level prospects. So we will go for this trade for Montreal. Get rid of Fowler, sorry. And so free agency, I already took and offered Gustafson a contract. The other option was Schultz. Try to bring him back to Anaheim, but he wants, I think, 7.2. Basically, you'd have to offer him 7.5 to stay competitive over the other teams. We'll hopefully go for Gustafson. I offered him 5. If he doesn't pan out, Shattenkirk hopefully might be available, or Vatanen. Again, just cheaper options, just almost equally as good, if not better than Schultz. Hamonic as well. Got a few options, so we'll advance a day here. So we do have the cap space for Hall and Gustafson, so we'll see what happens. Just offered a few minor league depth players. Gustafson accepted. Actually, another thing too, I offered Subban. He only wanted 1 mil for 2 years. He's an 81 overall. We'll see what Miller's looking like at the start of next year, if his overalls drops at all. We'll see who we'll put in that backup role. We said a few depth guys. Actually, make sure we still have the money for Hall. We should. Yeah, we got 13. We offered him 10. There's nobody else left. And yeah. So we got Hall back. 10 mil a year. So crisis sort of averted there. Thought we lost him. We ended up getting him back. Kind of sucks we had to give up a first year at Kessler's contract, but I guess that's what happens when it won't let you buy him out. I'm not sure if that's... I don't buy many guys out, so I'm not sure if that has something to do with the team ownership or if it's the game itself. If there's an NHL rule and that's kind of the way it's telling you that. I just thought it's more money to repair a few more things there. I usually don't pay attention to this during the season. I'll just do it at the off season, at the end when you get the rest of your money. View contracts. We'll see who we have. I think we just have, expire. Yeah, we still have a bunch of those. That's why we have those contract spots, is those RFAs that need signing. So we will sim to next season. I'm sure those guys will sign if we get any crazy offsheets or anything like that. Then I'll bring you guys back. Soul Summer first game against Edmonton here. First period, 1-0. Getzlav on Markstrom. Second period, tons of goals. Getzlav with 2. Cal 1. Lundestrom with 1. Second period 6. Hall with 1. Yeah, so that first line went off. Getzlav 4 points. For Cal with 4 points. Hall with 3. I think he'd be hauled in the scoring. Getzlav with a hat trick in the first game of the year. We will sim to... we'll go to this game against Florida and then see where we're at. We're 1972. We are second best in the league. Again, just flying the Maple Leafs still. Check out who's leading us for points here. Hall's 32 in 28 games, I believe. Raquel 29, Getzlaf 28. So we got 3 point games. Henrik not too far behind. Steele with 21 and 28. Gustafson 18 28 leading the way for our D-man, so certainly an improvement over Fowler. Actually, go check out Fowler, see how he's doing in Montreal. Actually 12 and 25, so he's doing not too bad so far. Entire league. Riley, regionally defenseman, 27. Hall's actually up there. Goals, it looks like he's probably third, sorry. Blind Tavares and Malkin. Check out our power play. Goals for, like, yeah, not even closer, 20 up on the next closest team. Goals against, we look kind of middle of the road. Power play, third. Penalty kill, we are number 1. So it looks like it's smooth sailing so far. Hate this menu, they haven't improved it at all. Still slow, laggy. We will sim up to, actually sim up close to the trade deadline. Seems to be alright so far. If there's any issues, then I'll stop the sim. Okay, so we're here at the trade deadline. Sorry, we're 38, 20, and 4. We have 80 points, so we're tied with the Sharks. So generally, I guess we're top 5 in the league if I'm doing math there right. Hall's leading the way, 59 points for us, 32 goals. See how our lines are doing, if there's anybody. So first line, they're in the pluses. Second line, again plus as well. Third, they're all minus. And fourth, they're all minus. Defense, first line's minus, second's plus. Third, let's swap Manson and Gustafson, because that first line is minus, so. Check our third and fourth here too. See if we can get them to score a few more goals. I mean, Sprong is playing fairly well, but those could be power play. Actually, there's only 1 power play point. Actually, that's what I should do, is take a look at our power play numbers and our penalty kill numbers. See how those are. I mean, we're 38-24. I don't really think there's anything we need to change before the deadline. Our power play, penalty kill is really good. Power play is kind of middle of the road. I'll take a look at the trade block here, see if there's anybody worthwhile. See what Getzlaf is at, actually. So he's 35, 55 points. He's gonna keep progressing. Last year of his contract, guessing he's still probably gonna want about 5 mil. That's a big difference there. The only way that's not playing in the NHL with a decent value, that's not going to turn out for us. Tracy. I mean, Montreal is first. That might work. How old is Taze? 32. 32, so he's 3 years younger than Getzlaf. So arguably he should at least stay till that 85 Getzlaf's at for another 3. His role is second line forward though. See if this will go through. Sweeten the value just a touch. Hopefully this isn't one of those situations where you kind of make it a bit, you know, you improve. Hopefully we're not improving over Getzlav and then ends up throwing off that first line a bit. My luck, that's what's going to end up happening, but we'll see. Taves' point of game right now. I think defensively we're fine. So we're in a playoff spot right now. Let's go to this game at Edmonton and see what happens. Okay, so final game of the year here. We're at 47, 28, and 6. We're actually one win ahead of Edmonton. Let's see if we can beat them in the final game. And I'm 1-0, Henrique. 3-1, Lindholm, Lundestrom. They tie it up. Nuge, 3-3. And 4-3 in the shootout. So I guess that'll put them ahead of us in the standings. Yeah, by 1 point. So we are 1, 2, 3, 4, finished 5th in the league. Hall 73 and 82. I didn't see how many goals that was. 40 goals. Taves, of course, slowed down. Couldn't keep that point of game pace. Only 10 and 20 for us. Henry 66, Raquel 62. Gustafson 46 in the back end is pretty good. So all in all, no real that third defensive pairing of us wasn't too hot. What Schmaltz at 79. Yeah, all in all, not terrible. Let's see how we did in the goalie department. Gibson had a winning record, but poor stats this year. Let's go check out Getzlav in Chicago. He finished as 65, so came out ahead in the point department, but he was, basically identical, so. But he has gone down 1 to 84, so. Montreal, we'll check out Cam Fowler. Go down here, so 25 points, so Gustin was what, 40? If I remember correctly? 46, so huge improvement over Fowler, paying him less, 2 mil almost, or sorry, $1.5 million. Yeah, $1.5 million less. That turns way better for us, better plus minus. Taves, he stayed at 88, so Taves stayed at 88. Check out the league. Malkin topped it again, 110. He's at 91 overall. McDavid tied him, 110. Malkin looks like he led the way with goals though, 55. Ovi down there, 41, so barely eclipsed 40. Hall had 40 as well, so we'll check out defensemen. Carlson leading the way again at 79. Mike Green actually 66. He hasn't scored that many points in. Sorry, he scored 64 last year. I was gonna say he hasn't scored that many since his Washington heydays, but he did very well. Yandel had a good year as well. We'll check out the goaltenders. Anderson led the way, 43 wins, save percentage. We had Bishop leading the way. Halak actually had very good numbers as well. Bernier as well for Detroit. And we'll check out rookie skaters. Nylander 43, so it looks like he should be winning the Calder unless there's a crazy rookie goalie. Demko 20, no, probably not. So let's see who we're going to match up against with in the playoffs here. One more. Another one. And regular season has ended. Failed to goal first in the conference. And we're going up against San Jose, so nice California matchup. Everybody should be well rested, not much travel. There's a few hours time distance between those two cities, but first period 1-1, Tays, Hall, Henrique, and Gustafson. So take that first game 4-2. First period 1-1, Mahura and Meyer. Second period they score 3. Third period we come back within 1, but Carlson scores winning goal with 8:30 to go. So the series is tied up 1-1, going back to San Jose. Hall with 3 points in the first 2 games. AHL regular season's over, so it looks like our AHL team's in the playoffs. First period 0-0. Second period 1-0 San Jose. Second period 2-0 San Jose. So 1-1 Comtois and Laban. Carlson scores. Richie ties the game up 2-2. And going to OT, Sorensen on Gibson. So we are down 3-1 going into game 5. It's not looking too good. Looks like we're not really scoring too well here. Yeah, that first line's barely any. This looks like nobody's scoring. I wonder if I can shake it up here a bit. Try. Fourth line's doing not bad. Let's try do that. Defensively, a third defensive variant's actually the best. We'll switch these. So let's see what happens. 1-1 after the first. 2-1 and 3-2. So we're out in the first year. Sorry, out in the first round 2 years in a row. So now it's draft. You can see that the Florida Panthers are now the Stanley Cup champions. Take a look at the rest of the awards there. Toronto's presidents. Malkin again. Green this year. Nugent Hopkins to Lady Bing. Nylander with the Calder. Barkov, Conn Smythe. Vezina went to Bishop. William and Jennings went to Freddie Anderson. Madison Bowie won the Masterton. Jack Adams Wilsey. Kopitar with Selke. And Malkin winning a lot of awards this year. See if we won anything. Actually, Subban, MVP. Oh, did we win the... We did. We won the Calder Cup. So at least we can win something. Can't win the Stanley Cup. So we'll go to the draft here. And again, I'll just sim the rest of the draft. There's no guarantees. It's just going to be us guessing. So let the computer do the guessing for us. We'll sim to the re-sign phase. Our head coach. Take a look at these guys, and I'll get back to you guys at the re-sign phase. So we're at free agency. Like I said, we got to free up some cap space here. Probably drop Silverberg because I think Max Jones will be good to go. Yeah, like Silverberg third line. That's, I mean, $5 million for a third liner. That's insane. Whereas Max Jones hopefully should be there by next year. Even if not, we can toss this at one of these 378s on there. Let's see. We'll just try and get rid of some of these bottom sixes, and I think that's 5 guys. See if anybody wants him. It is kind of a pricey contract. We'll go Dallas. And we'll just try to get a draft pick for him. Maybe a second. Maybe even a first, actually. That kind of looked... Unless my eyes are bad, that looks kind of even there. They say no. Go for a second and a third. And trade accepted. So freed up that bit of cap space for those remaining RFAs. I think it was Sprong and Richie. Yeah, those other guys we'll just let. Sprong wants 3.8. We'll go to 3.5 for him because we have 5.7. Hopefully we have an, yeah. And then we'll go 2.7. Might actually try to get rid of Ryan Miller too. We'll see what's available for free agency. Because we have Subban that can slide into that backup role as well. Zach Hyman wanting 6.5. I guess that's the new NHL. He did put up 61 points, but still. He won't be getting that in Leafland, that's for sure. So let's see, Mulligan. I like to look at these guys. If they're an RFA, offer them the max we can with no pick. See if we can get them. Toss them on the fourth line or whatever. Like I said, with trading Silverberg, we're kind of one NHLer down. So actually, Burakovsky, that's all he wants is 1.3. So maybe I'll toss Burakovsky on that fourth line. See what's available for top 4 defensemen. Sanheim, Logan Green. Jets didn't want to sign him. We'll probably match that, but again, defensively we're fine. There's usually a lot of top 9 forwards available. I'll just look through a few of the UFAs, see if they're worth it. The RFAs usually aren't, because actually shockingly the top 9s, if they're actually high enough overall, they usually want a fair amount of money. You know, there's some guys like McCarron, 26, 77, might throw an offer. Actually, we'll throw to Zykov. He's a UFA. He's a good HLer, or depth, because he is 78 overall. So if he has any improvement, we could be tossing him on our fourth line this year. If we can't get somebody else, Kyra wouldn't be a bad fourth line center, but again, not really worth the 1.5, especially where we have limited cap space. Jankowski, actually, he only wants, let's actually go for a one-way for him, and we'll offer him $1 million. See what he says. Go down to the top 6 defensemen, see if there's any. Usually there's 1 or 2. Pionk. We have roster spaces too, like, so we've only got 35 contracts, so I know that takes your RFAs off that too, so I think we've got like 5 or 6, but actually this guy's 2167. Norlinder. Unless I'm missing something, nothing crazy there. Goaltenders, Blackwood, Jari. Actually, yeah. Toss him a 950. I mean, Pittsburgh's more than likely going to match it, but still. It doesn't hurt to throw some of these guys' contracts. See if anybody crazy in free agency. Rask, Henrine. Forwards, Simon Hoffman. No, nobody really worth signing. Okay, so we're at the 3rd and final season of this franchise mode. Our lines, not too much different. Like I said, Case up to an 85. Tay's actually up 1 to an 89. Jankowski there is on our 4th line now. He's on the wing. And now we have Ghoul as well. Actually, I'm going to switch. Do I go for the +3 or for the +1 for both? We'll leave it like that. That's what the computer said to go for. We'll see if we change it later down in the road or not. Like I said, we've got Ghoul now as opposed to Schmaltz. In net, we now have Subban backing up Gibson. Gibson was a 90 at one point last year, and he's down to an 89. So we'll see how these lines fare. See what's the expectation. We're contender. So we'll see how that works out here. So there's nothing in free agency, nothing. That's a quick look at the trade market. Nothing in the trade market over the summer to improve us. So we'll see how we can do with this. It's roughly the same, but few improvements in overalls. We'll sim the first game against Philadelphia, first period. 1-0 Philly. Oscar Lindblom scores on Gibson. Second period, Raquel scores on Elliott. Overtime, nothing. Shootout, and we take it in the shootout. Raquel and Hall both score. So we'll sim until... Let me see here on the calendar. We'll sim until this game against Toronto, and we'll see how we're doing. So after those first 2 months, we are 13, 8-3. See how we're doing in the points department. Hall with 21 and 24. We're in a playoff spot. Just barely, though. It's actually kind of a tight last couple spots there. 29, 29, and 8. Or sorry, and 28. Central, same thing. A couple guys at 27. We will solo sim this game against Toronto. First period, 1-1. Richie and Tavares will score. Second period, new addition Ian Cole scores for them. Third period, Manson ties it up. And then Gustafson in OT with 11 seconds to go. So 14-8-3, we are in a playoff spot. I will sim up until this game against San Jose, I guess, and we'll see if anything changes. Okay, so we're here at this game against San Jose. We're 23-14-6. So we're actually 4 wins up on them. So we'll sim this game, see how it goes, and we'll check out our point situation, how our power play is doing. That seems to be what's kind of hampering us a bit. In the second period, they're up to 3-1. Krejci, Laban, and Vanek. We score 1 from Richie, so we had Richie and Jankowski score, but we fall 3-2 in regulation. So we're 23-15-6. I'm guessing that's still going to put us middle of the pack. Actually, yeah, we're only 5 points off of the lead here. So it's a tight division. We'll see how the conference is looking. 7th in the conference. Like I said, we're only 5 points off the conference lead in Vancouver there, though, so a lot of position jumping. Power play, yeah, we're brutal on the power play again. Penalty kill is middle of the road. Okay, guys, so we're back right here before the trade deadline. We've got a record of 30, 24-7. We're actually not even in a playoff spot. So we're going to try and make a push here. Pittsburgh has Malkin on the block. He's performing at 60 points in 61 games, so he's almost a point a game. He's 90 overall. Henrique, he's 39, 61, minus 11 at 20 minutes a night. We're going to see if we can give up him in a second for Malkin. Value's on our side. Let's see if we can improve our team a bit more to make a playoff push. And Pittsburgh says yes. So probably slightly overpaid for Malkin. But we'll edit our lines here and see if that can make a change. I'm actually probably going to put Malkin on the first line for Tays. Gives us +1 on both. Yeah, again, switch him out like that. Switch Steel there for Malkin. I mean, we're not scoring at all. You know, you got guys that are getting second line minutes that have 25 points, 26. Yeah. Try to adjust our lines a bit here. Maybe put Lundeson up there. Go Steel there. Who's a better face-offs? Terry. Jankowski. Put them on their off wing. Same thing with Hall and Raquel. Yeah, just try to make scoring a bit better here. We're not scoring at all. Malkin was the only thing available on the block. There was nothing defense-wise. I guess I'll just hit play game, yeah. You can see our stats. We're 94, 89, 89. There's no reason we shouldn't make the playoffs. EA Sim sometimes just garbage. Team with this high rating shouldn't be missing the playoffs like we are right now. So first period, Raquel scores on Mrazek. Second period, Hall, Case, Terry, and then Sprong. So win 5-1. Detroit's not really playing too well this year, though. I think they offloaded a few guys via trade. I noticed in a few trade notifications. So we will sim our final month this game against Vancouver, and we'll see if we make the playoffs or not. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll look, see if there's any more trades here. Jalmerson went to Winnipeg for first and third. We didn't really get any good offers either when I was simming. Mostly just AHL guys. So we'll keep simming, and I'll see you at the end of the year. So we took a huge push in the final month. We're at 43, 30, and 8. We will sim this final game against Vancouver. I'm not sure if we're in a playoff spot or not. They're 44, 29, and not sure what that last number was. First period, they're up 2-0, Furland and Virtanen. Second period, we get one from Malkin on Demko. Last period, a lot of goals. They blow us out 8-4. Koivu had 4 points, Hall 2 and assist, and Goligoski had 2. So those are Goligoski and Koivu. A few additions on their team. 43, 31, 8. Let's see if that's good enough for a playoff spot. And it is. We just squeak in. Malkin, 91 points, 82 games. Hall was 75, Tays 65, Raquel 64, Case 55. I think that's what he's basically been putting up, 50, yeah. Career high in goals though with 27, Steele 52, Richie 34. Really drops off our secondary scoring. I mean, Jankowski 28 on the fourth line. Sprong was getting third line minutes and only had 26. Goalie wise, Gibson not bad. Subban amazing numbers in the backup, 932 save percentage. Let's see how the entire league's looking. Fleury led the way, 43 goals. Sorry, 43 wins. Save percentage, Holtby for starters, 919. Lunka's actually tied on Carolina. Rookie skaters, Tippett, 33 goals, 20 assists, led the way. Defensemen, we have Carlson again with 85. Klingberg not too far behind though with 83. And forwards, see how Malkin finished 4th. Actually, Marchessault, 93. It's kind of shocking for him to be up there. See how many he put up? 80 the year before, 77. So Malkin up there, not another Hart or anything like that, but So we'll see. We're in the playoffs. See if we can squeak out of the first round this year. Like I said, these series are just going to be 3-year franchise modes. So this is it. If we get it, we do. If we don't, we don't. So we got Vegas. They finished with 53-24-5 record. I don't know if that was President's Trophy or not, but seems like it might be. And they're out shooting us like crazy, but we end up winning on only 18 shots. Gibson stopped all 33 faced. Fleury did have the best numbers win-wise for goalies last year, so Marchessault also was third in points. First period, 2-1 for them. Pacioretty and Stone steal for us. Second period, Tuck scores for them. And Steele gets his second of the game. We fall 3-2. So Tays 3 assists. So that's second line. I think I put Steele on that second line wing there. Performing a bit better. First period, 2-2. Tays and Sprong for Russ. Smith and Tuck for them. Sprong, Lundestrom, and Terry. So we take that one 5-2. So we're up 2-1 on them. Still nothing major from our first line, if anything, actually. So wouldn't mind seeing Malkin or Tays scoring here. Tuck scores. Hall for us. Pacioretty for them. And we get another one from Gustafson, Smith, and Goodrow. So the series tied up 2-2. Hall finally scored. I think that was like Tuck's 4th or 5th goal already this series. So he's performing very well for them. So tied up 2-2. First period, nothing. Second period, we score 3. Malkin, Sprong, and Manson. They score 3 in the third. Martin, Glass, and Tuck again. Richie scores 1 in the first OT for us, though, so we win 4-3. Lundestrom on that third. I think he's centering that third line for us now. 6 points. That's pretty good. First period, 2-0 for them. Glass and Smith. Second period, no. Shots are 22-16 for them. So in the third period, we score 3. Raquel, Case, Malkin, Demers for them. Raquel with 18 seconds left, send it to overtime. And so we'll see if there's anything in the first OT. We're out shooting them 35-29. And Demers for them with his second of the game. So they're up 4-3. Take it to game 7 in Vegas. Mostly close games so far, just 1 or 2 goal leads to win. So first period, 1-0 Schmidt for them. Shots are almost even. Second period, Patrick and Carlson score for them. Comtois for us. And third period, we score another one, Lundestrom, but Stone and Tuck. So that's it. We're done. Get bounced out in the first round. 3 years in a row. At least we made the playoffs. I actually just want to see how many goals Tuck scored for them. I mean, yeah, our third line, Lundestrom and Richie, was 7. They played amazing. First line's actually not bad. Could have been more though from Malkin and Raquel. Second line, Case only with 2. Defensive scoring, we basically had nothing. I just want to look Vegas, see how many Tuck put in. See how many Tuck tucked on us. 5, yeah. So I mean they outscored us. So that's it. We didn't make it. So it looks like it was a little bit of nothing, not all. Like I said, first video, guys. If you've got any comments, anything that I can do better, anything you didn't like, let me know down below. If you liked the video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be trying to do more of these. I'm going to try to go down the alphabetical order, so maybe go to Arizona next. See if we can do it with the Coyotes. Might play another game. We'll see what happens. I will catch you guys later.